we go. Actually, yeah, then we make this. Because Baldur's Gate is very differently mixed up sound-wise, and I'd rather keep the same sound levels, basically. Which, what Baldur's Gate means I need to make things a bit quieter. I need desktop settings, interestingly enough, to get the atmosphere just right. But yes, we are back in action, and we are precisely starting where we left off, because I never actually closed the game, I just let it run in the background. As Baldur's Gate, it doesn't take much in the way of resources, mind you. However, that's an option. And, well, we'll continue this, and, well, by the end, we probably... That's not gonna take that long. Well, Edwin, I was like, someday I'd like to have a dungeon of my own, filled with deadly traps and monsters, and look all my treasure away where no one can ever find it. He's a man with a dream. And in a very near future, he will be a woman with a dream, I suppose. Which actually is a rather famous thing for mages to go through. Interestingly enough, you know, spending some time as a female. Minster did it. Edwin did it. I don't need more examples, do I? Okay. And since we're back in the hells, and we're still kind of stuck here because nobody will leave us out as long as this fucking portal is open, which, personally, I disagree with, rather obviously, but practically, I absolutely agree with, because, well, let's be honest here, there's a literal portal to hell open in the room. Yeah, I would keep that wall to door closed as hard as I can. Now then, let's see how dangerous this gets. I mean, Khalid immediately has turned against us, of course he has, nobody was surprised. However, that shouldn't be much of a problem. Yeah. Okay, now I need to wait for Khalid to remember to come back to us in a more reasonable fashion. But yeah, I've actually read a few things up, and there's always been a bit of an, technically speaking, expert of the game system, if you want to, where you might remember from the very early game, if you've watched me playing this shit like in 2021, 22, I don't know when we effectively did it, but when we started it, we picked up one very peculiar item, the girdle of masculinity and femininity, which is a very, very interesting little item, because it basically changes your gender. If you are a woman, it makes you a man. If you're a man, it makes you a woman. That's obviously, I know. And you can actually use this item to, I wouldn't say break, but outsmart basically the romance triggers in Baldur's Gate 2. Because of course the romances in Baldur's Gate 2 are limited by your species and by your gender. Which does make sense, because people have preferences, you know.
Kayla, wait, please, talk to us.
No, she won't.
Promise to restore my wife, my children, yet all you brought us is more death. I look in your eyes now and I see nothing but madness.
Yes, precisely.
Call me mad? I'll show you madness.
You're just proving his point, aren't you?
I'll not kill an innocent man.
Oh no,
Not
you would.
fallen so far as that. But I cannot stop now. Do as you will. Join me or no, I care not.
See, we knew, at least I knew, from the very get-go, and I told you so. Yeah, you can watch. Actually, they're not yet on YouTube yet, but once they're up on YouTube, you can actually go back into that particular episode. Very much, not the exact start of it, but very close to it, where I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she has some personal fucking stake in this, hasn't she? Yes, she has. She doesn't give a flying fart about all the other fucking souls that have been wrecked to hell. No, she's after one soul. I still don't know what soul it is. Might be, I don't know, a husband, a lover, a father or something, a son, I don't know, and I don't fucking care, honestly. But as I told you, this bitch is not nearly as pure as she makes herself out to be. She's like, oh, look at me, I have all the glowy eyes, I'm totally, you know, I've got some divine blood in me. At least heavenly blood. Upper planes, let's say. Yeah, that sounds better. Of course not. Because she's not an innocent little victim in all of that. She's not just trying to do right. No, she's absolutely a bitch. And she has blinded quite the amount of people with her little shiny.
Your part in this is done. Now let me do mine.
My part is that now marriage started. You'll not leave this place alive. I can't really That can't be done. Yeah, you can't free the dead of Triggers. That can't be done. The demons are not just gonna be like, yes, please take them away from us. We never like these souls anyways.
You may be right. I no longer know.
Yes, I am right.
There's no turning back for me now. I swore an oath many years ago.
Listen, bitch.
I will keep it.
You should listen to the Ballspawn. The Ballspawn is half of a divine being. If they tell you it can't be done, maybe they have a bit more insight than you. After she's just what are they called again? An Asima? So basically, at some point, some divine being, and I always like to imagine this is basically, it's the Zeus kind of style story, because, you know, Greek mythology can be rounded down to one particular statement, you know, things were going well, then Zeus got horny, which is precisely what happened all the time, and, yeah, sometimes, you know, the celestial beings also seem to suffer a spontaneous bout of horniness, and they tried to randomly impregnate some mortals, which leads to cunts like her going like, look at me, I'm shiny. And of course, they will use their shininess to their advantage. That's actually the direct opposing thing to being a tiefling, basically. You know, and then people look at the tiefling and go like, look, I can clearly tell you have devil blood in you, I'm not gonna trust you. And then they look at the Asima and go, okay, if the celestial being in you, I will believe you. However, what people seem to forget sometimes is that, realistically speaking, the mortals are pretty damn free in their alignments. And so even if you're an Asima, technically speaking, you don't need to be, you know, a properly good person. Technically speaking, you can be somewhat more evil along the way. Oh, look, a portal. Yes, I have.
Thrix the Profane's master would have you go no further. For now.
You think you can stop me? Thrix doesn't want to stop you, little half-elf. Thrix merely wants to see what you're made of. Hello friends, attend Thrix. Tear is one apart. They may see what it is made of. Oh, that's a lot of them. That's really a lot of them. Okay. We'll retreat the back line a little bit. Yeah, Khalid, you're gonna take some damage here, I can tell you as much. You start shooting at that. Because it's already it's turned immediately on us. Not that the weapon is faulty. Who are you? Ah. A Quashai Sakubi. No, a form of Sakubi, let's say. No, do we have anything prepared that would help me here? Some poison. Okay, so look, as long as Khalid regains his senses, that's one of those spells I really don't favor. It's the classic trick for mages, you know, and if you can't beat them, join them, or rather, if you can't beat them, make the other party join you. It works, it works.
Yes, fine.
Okay, let's play a little bit of, you know, the rosy nonsense. Don't mind me, I'm just running away. But yeah, to pick up at a boiler reset on. So technically speaking, you could cheese the Baldur recognition for what romances you're allowed to be doing. It doesn't help with the species, because some species are just not allowed romance, because I can kinda see why you wouldn't wanna fucking, you know, date the gnome when you are a human, or an elf. Kind of a weird combination. Not saying it never happened, but you know, it's not the norm, so that's kind of the problem. And since we don't have a problem species-wise as I think we have pretty much all the options technically available. So the only limiting factor we have is our gender. But for some mystical reason, a lot of my friends that will join me along the way I'm really not into that whole scissoring business, which, you know, is fair enough. Now, there are options for us, as I said, you know. The problem with the girdle is that, technically speaking, in Baldur's Gate 2, you can actually get that thing before you trigger the romance check, basically.
Fight well.
Yes.
Thrix's master bid him bar all but the Argent for a time, and Thrix would not want to disappoint his master, unless...
Yes, there's something in it for you, isn't it?
If Thrix believed his master would not be his master much longer, if he believed you might slay his master, then Thrix might allow you passage. Master has been most vexing since the business with Craig Shinabon. Thrix is weary.
If Trix really wanted his master to fall, Trix might offer more assistance than merely standing aside.
You are in the first and greatest of the hells, little thing.
Yes, but the same would be said
Nothing
about
here
everything
comes
else.
free. But perhaps you might be interested in a wager.
I swear to God, if I were to go to the second layer of hell, they'd be... Listen, this is the second layer of hell. The greatest and biggest of all of them. If you go to the third, they would tell you the same. And the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh, and the eighth, and the ninth. They would always consider themselves to be the greatest. Of course they would. A fucking teammates, what were you expecting? Like the 3 items that might be of use to one who would storm the basalt tower. There's a blade sharper than the loudest shriek. There's helm that cradles the head more softly than a mother does her newborn babe. The staff is gnarled and ugly, all but useless. But if you win my bet, it or one of the others would be yours. I'll take a wager. Close that to it. No, you should have let Rix finish telling you the terms before agreeing. If you lose the bet, you will also lose one of your friends to Rix's service. Said yes, and I meant it. What do you want?
Thrix thought you might. But who? Who shall the profane one take when... I mean, if you lose our wager?
Ach so, bitte von der Weiß, ja. If a creature... Nice, and it works even. It works again. Good thing I actualized that before that. And, in your honor, little Terry, in your honor. There's actually one of the cheaper coffees you can get here, but I found one that is actually decently tasty, you know. I mean, I wouldn't drink it black any longer because that would kill my stomach. I've been doing that for years now, so you do need a bit of milk, but if you just get it right, it still has a nice deep taste to it. And it's cheap as fuck, which very much serves my purpose right now because can't really afford that. Okay then. Will I be able... The druid should be... No, not my druid. It's not good.
I'll snuff you out first, devil. You and all the fires of this pit of hell.
To be fair though, you know, I guess Khaled would take that rather personally. I think it's difficult half-elf. Let Trix see who shall he take if he prevails. Red wizards make for a tasty meal. Trix wins. If you cannot answer this riddle, his riddle, he will eat. How's it going with that situation? Kinda the same as it did the whole time. Basically, I'm forced by law, you know, as long as I get money from the state, based on my last job, which means I'm below the level of poverty at this point, but it's not like I never lived in poverty, so, you know, I can kind of get away with that. But I'm required basically to look for jobs, and I've been kind of putting this the back burner, and have made some excuses, let's say, along the way to avoid getting into full-time employment immediately again. Because as I said before, I do kind of would like to focus on streaming for a little bit. My time is running out, but when it comes to that, I have a appointment with the agency next month, so yeah, I think I can't really in good conscience push this for much longer. Meaning that somewhere next month, once that is over, I'll probably have to start seriously looking for a new job opportunity. And, well, so I'm assuming maybe I can promise you this month and maybe half of next month full-time streaming. So, you know, you get me every single bloody fucking day. You'll get around 2 videos on YouTube as well. And if by that point we haven't reached a point where I can actually make at least a bit of an extra bit of money off of this, then, well, full-time employment it is. That's kind of what I promised, and that's what I'm gonna do. However, of course, if by that point we would get to the point where I can be reasonably get, like, at least half of what I would need to live. Which, sadly, since I'm living in a fucking crazy country, which was unrealistically, but hey, you know, we'll never say no. I'd be more than willing to just look for a part-time job, basically. However, as I said before, that is rather unrealistically. But hey, it is what it is. Doesn't mean that I will stop streaming, mind you. It's just that then we are back to basically, well, if things go well, an hour in the evening, and that's probably not going to be an everyday occurrence either, because I'm probably not going to end up in a job that will allow me much extra energy, let's say. Oh well, not going to stop me, mind you, but you have to be realistic. I have to somewhat stay alive first and foremost. And sadly, I don't think I have the necessary personality nor the equipment nor skill, so to speak, to create anything that will make me immediately popular enough to actually foresee a future where that would be not my answer. Yeah. Oh well. But oh well. It's not gonna stop me right now, and I'm not gonna stop thinking here and going like, that kinda sucks, because, well, what's the point of wasting time thinking about things that you can't change? At least not immediately. Instead, we should rather play games, shouldn't we? And since we technically still have a decent amount of time, I'm pretty sure we can get through Baldur's Gate 2 as well. Oh, that's a promise. Oh, that's a promise I'm not gonna make it to one. Baldur's Gate 2 is pretty damn long, especially if we proceed with a bit of Icewind here and there. So, we're at least probably gonna get pretty damn far if we do this on a semi-daily basis. Although, to be fair, I will kind of try to be a bit more diverse once more when it comes to content, because I do believe that, see, games like this, games like Baldur's Gate, they basically lead to a very specific kind of stream, basically. At least from my point of view, because it puts me in a very distinct mood, let's say. Which leads, of course, to very distinct content being created out of that. Yes. And, while that is definitely not the most unpopular style, apparently, I have ever developed, it is indeed just a very singular one. And I do like to keep things a bit more diverse, so that is why I'm, before we end this, gonna put up a nice little vote for you to participate in, so you can share your own little opinion. I just saw that Twitch actually has that option now, which is kind of cute. I know, feel free to engage it when that comes up. It's going to be at the end of this adventure, and assume we have to go after this nonsense through a dungeon and face Keela and whatever the fuck else is the bossman of this particular hell. That's probably going to be the end of it, I'm assuming. So basically, once the credits roll, I'm going to put that up for you. Then you have like 10 minutes to engage with that, or not, up to you, to determine a bit of the future course basically we'll take. Because, you know, since I played a lot more Baldur's Gate 1 than I played Baldur's Gate 2, I'm kind of open a lot more to suggestions, especially because I don't remember a lot of the finer details of Baldur's Gate 2, like the like the little secrets and shit. That's just the stuff that goes through the sieve that is your brain. But let's see here. I go hungry. Just mean for as long as that's so, you'll not have him. No, alright, ask me a riddle, and if I can't answer it, you can take him.
You should like this, child of Baal. Thrix's riddle was devised for you, and you alone.
Aha.
Now, tell me what I speak of. A useful tool, though most despise it. In light, it can topple kingdoms. In shadows, it sustains nations. Paupers fear it daily. Kings fear it deeply. You were born to serve it, but because of it, you will die. What is it?
Murder? A useful tool, though most despise it. That checks out. In light, it can topple kingdoms. Checks out. Shadows, it sustains nations. Checks out. Paupers fear it daily. Yeah, because they're pretty easy to kill. More likely. Kings fear it deeply. Checks out as well. You were born to serve it. That fits as well, because we are indeed the son of the Lord of Murder. Well, the daughter of the Lord of Murder. Excuse me. But because of it, you will die. That checks out. The answer is destiny. Then destiny doesn't make sense. Poison wouldn't really fit with the purpose, would it? I mean, it does fit with the kings. But I'm not born to serve poison. I'm not a follower of, what's her name? I'm always getting confused with those two. It's not Talmora, it's the other one. Talona. I think. Yeah. I was getting confused with those, which is really not making a good impression, mind you. You know, if somebody's like, Tamara be with you, and you're like, want to poison me? And then you're like, okay, yeah, no, I remember now. But no, murder seems reasonable.
You have answered my riddle.
Yes.
Aren't you clever?
Yes.
Clever ball spawn. Now choose your prize.
Give me the sword. Swords are always good.
Thrix's master should be finished with the Shining Lady by now. Enter freely and of your own will.
A lesser man might resent you for serving him up to a devil, but I know you would never have allowed that horned baboon to consume the savory Thayan flesh of the Odesserons.
Pretty much, yeah. Honestly, I do kind of like... Yeah. Actually, it was interesting because, for the most part, I do like most of the evil NPCs that Baldur's Gate has created and given unto the world. GX, of course, is great. Just having him around is kind of fun. Edwin is also one of those you really do want to have around. Mostly just for his banter, because he does have some rather amusing statements to make in interactions with others. On the other hand, you know, Ajantis and people like that, I'm not too fond of, honestly. Kind of bland, kind of boring, comparatively speaking. I don't know. It's one of those few games where I'm actually more fond of the evil, and to some degree the neutral parties, than the actual good guys. Yeah. Well, I have nothing to add to that, honestly. That is just kind of how I feel about it. I'm very glad you are no lesser man than...
So you should be.
I am, yeah. I mean, even stat-wise, considering all things, Edwin is actually a pretty good mage. There's not much you can say. Okay, I have, technically speaking, a lot I need to identify, and we are running very, very quickly towards, I think, a final confrontation. Now, I don't actually know if there's gonna be a whole dungeon in there, though. So, let me see. Spells. Do I have Identify? Yes, but not enough, I would say. Gonna use that. I think the only reason we had that in there was because we needed to deal with that one lycanthrope nonsense. Okay, so, set game. Rest. Anything? Well, if you give me some enemies, I don't really care. Normally I don't really like this, getting ambushed and I would reload, but it's basically nothing. Also, of course, you know, the emerging of Baldur's Gate 2 will also mean that we can actually finally consider ourselves to be a bit more of a mage and not just a pure fighter. I'll keep being a fighter, basically, and use my magic mostly to buff. Are we out of spells? Is that it? Yes, we are. Okay, let's try this again. Are you really gonna do this? Do you really want to do this game?
My weapon is faulty.
It's not so much a weapon that's faulty. Well, I mean, it's 3 XP, what can you say? Will we ever be able to, you know, just rest uninterrupted? To be fair, resting uninterrupted in the literal hells does sound like a bit of a statement.
Try something else.
My weapon is faulty.
Of course, I'm also fighting without my armor, which is kinda dangerous. Try it again.
You can't rat.
I swear to God. If this...
Is mine.
binds us here until the point where we actually, you know, reach the fucking XP limit. But we're gonna get in rather annoyed. Identify. Spell. Clone of Lies. Minimize 2 extra 3rd level, 1 extra 4th level, and 1 extra 5th level spell lore minus 30. I wouldn't really care about lore, would I now? Yeah, Edwin. You take that. And then I realize I have not actually taught you anything in this regard. I might have taken it a bit slow. Tongue of Acid. Plus 3 damage rounds. Nice. The plus 3 weapon. That's going to be quite the advantage for him here. Versus outlet. Yeah. I'm gonna give you Yeset Tongue. A rope of mineral. Magic resistance plus 50%. Disable spellcasting. May be removed with remove curse. Yeah, that doesn't sound useful for a mage. Not at all. Magic resistance is nice. It would be the kind of thing that I can see having very specific uses. But that's neither here nor there, is it? We're gonna save again. We go in because I don't know if we go immediately to a boss fight or if we actually have to climb the tower first. The maggot stench of the place nearly overwhelms you. With every breath it slithers into your body. It barbed tendrils raking your lungs. Okay, that looks like we need to go upstairs. Which means we're not yet going to equip the things.
Shar, I beg you, look down upon your humble servant and protect her.
Yes?
The cream of Thai cannot be. That sounds mildly amusing. What a statement.
Hell, I missed! Curses!
And if they thought that could stop me, they clearly underestimated me.
But up? That would make for a pleasant change of
Menial
pace.
tasks.
Now then, there's probably gonna be more enemies.
My weapon is faulty.
Ow! For the fallen!
Hellcat.
Your life should be mine.
You're not gonna live long enough. Yet fucking all.
Yes, dear.
My weapon is faulty.
Don't worry about it. Somebody leveled up. Rahira, more little darling. More priest spells. Give me a bit more blessing, always nice. Nothing here, a bit more here. Ah, dee da dee da 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 da. Shaman insect is kinda cute. I do like it. Ah, anything else? Mayhaps not a bad idea to keep that. Mayhaps not, mayhaps not. Magic, cluster, which would mean 10%, I suppose, at the moment. Healed hit points, yes, permanent endurance, creature does not sustain further damage. Caused wounds will heal, and can be cured just as normal. New little strategy. Yes, we are still in literal, virtual hell. Okay, let's put a master cure in there as well. And oh, we get a 6th level spell. Nice. Then we have this one. That's also something I would like to have my hands on. I didn't actually think we would get to the point of having a fucking 6th level spell available to us. But hey, never say never. I'll look at actually. How are we looking XP wise? We are at 400,000 and a few. I think out of a maximum of 500,000, so we're pretty close. Pretty close indeed.
Death comes swiftly.
Let's split up a little bit here.
Can I help you?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can indeed. You deal with that, then you deal with that. Okay, the new asset song I give him is quite efficient. Quite efficient at what he's doing.
At once.
But I will assume there will be more enemies. I have a very distinct feeling there will be more. While we're sitting on this nice little platform and just get slowly ever so slowly dragged up. Come on. Hey, give me more to fight. There are not nearly enough corpses on the ground here. Oh shit, apparently we've already reached the end. Well, it doesn't look nice.
You know what I want, Belafet. Release him!
You make a mockery of your uncle's sacrifice in coming here, Azimar. But I will grant you your desire. After a fashion.
And she gets beaten the ever living shit up. No one was surprised.
You and all will be together. Your cage will hang next to his.
Sounds fun.
Ah, the child of Baal.
The very same.
Welcome. Welcome. You're just in time to witness the fall of Kalar Argent.
We shall see.
Damn you, Heffernan! It was your treachery that brought me to this.
Yes, and it's your fault for not seeing through his treachery, isn't it? My treachery and your arrogance, shining lady.
This is the secret of Kalar's crusade. There is only one soul in Avernus Kalar has ever cared for.
Yes, I know. I
Her
prophesied
uncle
as much,
Argent,
you asshole.
a man who sacrificed all to save her.
When things are too shiny to be true, they are most definitively not true. Is this true?
No. No! If I could have freed the Dragon Spear dead, I would have.
Yes, you would, but you wouldn't care about that. It's not your main goal. Mainly, you just want one singular fucking soul out of this. Everybody else is a nice bonus, but it's not your objective. Right, literally not.
But you could not. No one could. And in your heart of hearts, you knew that.
Yes, of course, everybody would know that. If you aren't stupid, you should be well aware of that.
So long I was trapped here, unable to reach the material plane. And then this child, walked willingly, blindly into my domain. No mere mortal either, but an Azimar, and an Argent, and mine.
Oh, sure, go
mine.
ahead. I don't fucking care. Take her. I'll shed no tears.
You have defeated me. I see that now. But consider a moment the ways I might be of use to you.
Uh-huh.
Kayla, no! Do not do this! You would serve me, Kayla Argent? You would be a blackguard in service to Belifet?
I mean, to be fair, she served you well enough thus far. It's not an untrue statement.
Everything I've done has been your will, Belifet. I
Show
should
the
rather
shiny,
face the
shiny
truth
lady
than
stops
live in
being shiny,
ignorance.
shiny and realizes
Free my
I
uncle.
fucked up.
And I will be your faithful servant.
Oh, my child, please, please don't do this.
But I humbly beseech you, Lord Belifet, grant your servant one other boon. Destroy Heffernan.
An Argent as my blackguard. Very well, Kayla. I shall do as you ask.
I'm not even surprised.
You shall do as I command.
How do we even call this?
Forever.
She's really a bit of the worst example of a woman, basically. Egotistical, mind you, very much so. Because she really does not fucking give two shits about everyone else's goals in this manner. She really, really doesn't. And when she realizes that her only way out of this is to be completely screwing over her, I think it was her uncle, wasn't it? Noble sacrifice. She's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna do it. It serves my purpose, yeah. It's the quintessential of some of the more disagreeable things that femininity can wrought, to put it mildly. Well, I need to find a good term to determine such great moments of female idiocy, and I will endeavor to do so. Until then, let's just say it's very fitting at this point. Yes, I agree. It's very much so fitting. That doesn't really matter because I'm gonna slay her just the same, mind you. Because if she turns and she gets to become a blackguard, then I will celebrate her ascension with a big sword, a very big sword, little guts.
Master, no! You cannot just cast me aside!
No.
He can.
Kayla, my servant. Prove yourself.
Your journey is at an end. Look upon my visage and see that I am your doom.
It was a bit of a sudden moment of starting the battle. I had kind of hoped I would get some more preparation time, but alas, it was not meant to be. Are you feared? You're probably feared, aren't you?
Well, hells, you would have run too in my place.
Would I though? Would I have run? I kind of would like to attack Keela first, but he's just so fucking big I can't actually target her. That's a lot of damage, Jesus fucking Christ. I literally have no chance of actually targeting the bitch. Also not really doing any damage to him, which is a not so good state to be in. To put it nice and mildly. You will have to heal yourself, bitch.
Need to try something else.
Okay, he has teleported away. Where is Keela? Okay, Sarada, you are in a very, very, very bad place there. Take a bucket potion.
What is it?
It's not gonna work. Can we please prevent you from being poisoned? You two. I mean, we did get some injury on him, that's good. Oh, wait a second, you... Oh, yay. Okay, he's injured at this point. I'm making progress here. He has teleported again, that's not good. You... not that potion, that potion. You... that potion. That win, that's very brave of you.
If I must.
But you absolutely shouldn't do that. Anything else we have going on here that we might want to use? Not really. I should have maybe prepared a bit more. That's indeed not good. Oh look, there's Keela. I was wondering where the bitch was. Okay, we definitely should have prepared a bit more for that. I can tell as much. And she uses invisibility. That's also not good. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think we are severely under-equipped for that. Since we do have an opportunity here. For the side time that we are drinking some potions. Because otherwise this is gonna be a pain in the ass. So the last time with the dragon I actually took the freedom of sparing you. Me having to look through all of my fucking things and to decide what to do. But this time I think you're shit out of luck. Okay. Really, you definitely need more. Well then, we'll need at least 6 oil of speeds. And... is that perception? That's not gonna work. Magic shielding. That might be good. That might be good for my front line. We'll need 3 potions of heroism. Of course, very much so. That is Fear and Charm. Would also be rather nice. Do have 6 of those. And I need to spell 5th level and below. Ability. Well, we're not gonna get this done though. There's so many potions I need to drink. I don't think I have actually enough time to drink all of the potions I would like to drink. So, start with the most basic one. That should deal with that. And we have that. And we have that. Okay, go down there. Down there.
You. Again.
Yes, me. Yeah, I know. It's like I'm always around, isn't it? Okay, everybody drunk that. We have that. Do we have more potions of speed? Because I would like some more speed. Not in here. Maybe in here, because we should have more, technically speaking. Guess we have to use the other ones, don't we? Okay, fair enough, game. Fair enough. I'll take it. Okay. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. That.
Nature's servant awaits.
That. That.
What is it now?
And I need that for you. Drink faster, bitches. I'm running out of time here. Okay. That is magic protection. Dual of speed. Don't need those any longer. Yeah. What do we have here? You're hasted. You're not hasted yet. You're not hasted. You're not hasted. You're not hasted. And you're not hasted. Okay, I'm gonna start with that potion. I'm gonna start with that potion. I'm gonna drink one of those. You're gonna drink one of those once you're done. I'm gonna drink one of those once you're done. Drink. Drink.
Yes, I will.
Drink. Drink. I guess Truth Seek would be nice as well, since Kayla has a tendency to turn herself fucking invisible. Shit.
Blasted Khalid! You die, and
I forgot about
swear
that.
You'll never hear the end of it.
I forgot about that. Of course. Well, that's gonna make my journey even more annoying. Okay, let's reduce this to a more reasonable thing. Do we have perchance anything that gives me truth seeing though? I don't think I actually do. But you know, just mildly annoying. God, no, that is what it is. Paradise is not gonna help with that. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Mannerism. Freedom, genius. I would also like to rest and actually reset my spells for a boss fight, mind you. But alas, I don't think that's it's gonna be up for me to decide. You already had. Yes. Okay, let's just try with
Can I help you?
the bare minimum, basically. And we'll go from there, basically. Okay. have your Hellraiser going on. That was spiritual regeneration. Yeah, that sounds like something Kali should have. And you speed it, you speed it. No, not speed it. Do that as well then. Because he needs to be the one to tank our bullet lasers. So he will need every last little bit of help he can get his little hands on. Okay.
Yes, I will.
Is there anything else I do want to do? I mean, not really. He didn't try to bind us in any way, shape, or form, so that's good. Could enhance our strength a little bit to do a bit more damage, I guess. What do I have for option? 19, that's a bit weak. 20, that's better. I have not anything better though. 22. It got better. You, one of those. You, one of those as well. Make yourself unbelievable powerful. Just got it off before we got into this. Okay, we're a bit better prepared this time, although we still gonna have the problem of Keeler turning fucking invisible. I mean, I guess technically speaking we could try to talk her out of becoming a bitch.
You make a mockery of your
Would that be fitting though?
in coming here, Azimar.
Okay, let's skip this.
The child of Baal.
Okie dokie, we shall see. Yeah, we've been through
This
this already.
is the secret of Kalar's crusade. There is only one soul in Avernus Kalar has ever cared for. When I offered her a way to free her uncle, she didn't hesitate.
I think I've heard as much.
Thousands were killed or driven from their homes in her name.
I wanted my uncle freed, yes. But if the dragon spear dead, could it...
But you could not. No one could. In your heart of... So long I was trapped here, unable to reach the material plane. And then this child...
The problem is kinda, if I let her get all blackguardy on us, she's kinda escaping punishment, isn't she? I mean, she's gonna be spending a lot of time down here. But,
And an argent. And mine. All mine.
what does she fight against you now?
I offered him my soul in exchange for my nieces. You should not have
But it
returned
would
here,
kinda be
Kalar.
trampling all over this poor motherfucker's sacrifice, wouldn't it?
Prayed you would learn from your mistake.
Now that I actually take a bit of a moment to think about this, I kinda feels a bit wrong, I'd say. Also don't like the fact that she's gonna escape her mortal punishment.
All in vain. She never forgot her uncle's sacrifice.
And so I have a ball spawn to add to my collection.
I don't think that's gonna work well for you.
You have defeated me. I see that now.
Kalar, no! You would serve me? Kalar Argent? You would be a blackguard in service to Belifet?
No.
After everything I've done, you would have me at
I
your
would like
side?
to punish you personally. Not give this poor motherfucker who's sitting in the cage there any more reason to be sad about his existence. I guess that's what you get for sacrificing yourself for fucking a shiny lady.
So be it. The child of Baal and the...
You are as arrogant as my mistress, and you will share her fate.
Resisting me. Need to try something.
I don't think so. Everybody, focus your effort on the fucking spellcaster. Kill him. You killed the mage, that is a good start. Now kill the fucking demon. Do it brutally, do it efficiently, do it with as much violence as you can find in your poor little heart. You try summoning insects, probably not gonna work. He's injured. Oh, this is going a lot better. Retreat! That's the good thing about being hasted. You can actually retreat away from your enemy in a very, very, very quick fashion.
Try something else.
You... God damn it. I know it's here, but every single time I go like, no, 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 spellcasting. Drink a potion while you're at it. You are... I mean, you are regenerating, so that's okay. There he is again. He's badly injured. Attack him.
Hells, I missed. Velbol?
Anything else we need? Yeah, okay, you can also probably do it, get a chant off. He's near death. He's suffering.
Yes.
You two, heal yourselves.
Resisting me. Need to try something else.
Hit win. Do you have more? I mean, you have the minor drain. I don't think that's going to be a very efficient cast against the fucking devil. Get wrecked, bitch.
Healing up high.
Yes, step out of the fire, please. Any looty bits you might have dropped for me? No? No? Okay. You just don't care, I suppose. Let's save the game then. Okay, killing the mage was a lot easier than killing the lady, mostly because the lady immediately turns herself fucking invisible. So playing through is really impressive. Oh, thank you very much, little mad cam. I would probably enjoy the compliment even more if it were about Baldur's Gate in the original sense, but I'm not saying it's a bad experience. It's still a classical, very classical looking and feeling like game, but I do kind of feel that it's probably a result of the different times they were made in. It still doesn't really feel as Baldur's Gate-y as it could. I know, but hey, I'll take the compliment. I'll take every compliment I can get. Does wonders for the ego after all. Oh, thank you very much.
This moment.
Ah, yes,
You're
yes.
free at last, Uncle.
I helped you. Now go back and take your fucking punishment. As I said before, this lady is not nearly as shiny as she makes herself out to be. No, no, no. Even actually now that we know a bit more, even less than that, because, you know, she actually, from the very get-go, probably knew that she couldn't free the dead of Dragonspear Castle. Meaning, from the very get-go, she lied, deceived, and did other horrible things.
I know not what you did to make this happen, Kayla. Whatever it was, the cost was too great.
He's absolutely right. Yeah, I have no idea how right you are.
The paladin will see it for himself soon enough.
I sacrificed myself to ensure my niece never saw this place again. You knew my wishes, Kayla. Why did you defy them?
And she completely ignored your wishes. See, you know, as I said before, this is a very good example of basically the worst traits you can find in a woman. She completely ignores all the good things you did for her and goes like, no, I have my own ideas. And I don't care how many will suffer for them.
You think so little of me, Uncle. Did
At
you
this
truly
she probably
believe I would
does.
leave you to rot in the devil's claws?
I expected my niece to honor her uncle's wishes.